While the whole debate surrounding the undocumented Irish here in the US, while it's firmly on the political agenda here at the moment, with the new visa proposal going through Capitol Hill at the moment, and certainly there is light at the end of the tunnel.
The Irish community in New York, as you know, it sort of waxes and wanes over the years in terms of numbers. And you know that the health of various associations and societies is often mirrored around St. Patrick's Day. We're aware certainly of the fact that young Irish people are making the journey across the Atlantic again in noticeable numbers, not yet in the kind of numbers that you saw in the late 1980s and early 1990s, but certainly enough to sort of, that you know that they're happening. And again, as in the late 1980s and early 1990s, there is a campaign afoot now to try and make their landing on American soil a legal one and not have a new generation of undocumented Irish here. And this campaign has taken form in the shape of the E3 visa campaign, which is seeking this 2-year renewable E3 visa for as many as 10,500 eligible Irish people on an annual basis. You could hear news on it any moment, any day now. It is a week-by-week story at the moment. There is an issue. There is one Republican Senator, Charles Grassley from Iowa, who has been very reluctant to see this passed. He has a lot of reservations. One senator can put a hold on a measure like this and sort of hold it up indefinitely. But in most recent days, there's been signs that Grassley is now prepared to move forward and agree to certain things, and there's renewed hope for an E3 visa bill. If you're already here and undocumented, you would have a problem, because as likely as not you'd have to apply for an E3 back in Ireland itself, and that would mean returning to Ireland. But automatically then the bars of 3 and 10 years, depending on how long you've been undocumented, would kick in. The one thing about America, the one thing about New York, Boston, Philadelphia, even if there are no what you would describe as jobs, you always have a sense that there's always work. So you could work and earn money while you look for the job. And this is a critical difference, I think, between an America in recession and an Ireland in recession.
Whether you go to London or to Australia or to New York or anything, it's a very tough emotional thing for many people. Young people coming today, very hard working. They've seen things fairly tough in Ireland the last number of years. And I've found jobs or apartments with them, for many of them, all very hard working. And hopefully they'll be fit to do legally short-wise, but in the meantime, I've seen a whole new generation of people coming in the last 12 months, 2 years, and they're all very hard workers, and they all know that their future is here for quite some time. I think a lot of people I've met here have come and are actually here paying off mortgages while they're over here. A lot of people are back to doing what Irish people did over the years, sending money back to Ireland. A number of people who are here are sending back money to pay off on houses or property or the family homes that they bought. So they're not coming here because they're bored. They're coming here most of unemployment lines after 400,000 or 500,000. Some of them have been laid off building sites when the boom collapsed 2 years ago, and immigration was the last thing left. Well, is there a light at the end of the tunnel for people who have remained in Ireland? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel for the people who some years ago, when the Kennedy McCain bill failed, the Irish government minister says, come on, there's loads of jobs in Ireland. A lot of people sold up their houses here, moved their families back, put them into schools, bought property in Ireland in the boom. Some of those families are back out here again. So the light at the end of the tunnel in many cases going back to Ireland was a train. So for many people, they've exhausted all others. What have they got to lose by finding a spot in a country where they can work for some time?